And on my position, they had also Wijnaldum, and he had also a good season, made 15 goals. I played at Heracles. I also made 15 goals, but it's Heracles or Feyenoord.
Yeah.
And he was a young, upcoming talent. And after that, Cameroon came.
So welcome to Sphera Cast. I'm your host Christian, and today we're here with the Eredivisie Legend Willie Overtoom. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Very nice. We had a couple of conversations where we were at Ajax last time, and I thought very interesting. Let's have you on the interview, and you're here. So thank you so much for coming. If you just go back in time with the easiest question, who is Willie Overtoom?
I'm 37, former athlete. Played at AZ Heracles in Belgium and in Qatar. Easy.
Amazing. And if you look at your football career, what has been the nicest football related memory that you always think of and remember?
I think, when I talk with other athletes, we speak a lot about our youth. So before we became professional, that's, no pressure, just fun. That was the most amazing part.
So you really feel like changing it to becoming pro, it was like, of course, a lot more pressure and it wasn't.
Yeah, it was more business and less fun. And, I like the fun part of it.
And then we just go back again. We see the 26th of May, 2012 is a very special date. You make your debut with the selection of Cameroon. How difficult was the decision? Because you also represented the Netherlands, during the youth. So how was the decision?
It wasn't very difficult because my agent spoke with the coach Bert van Marwijk, and there was a little tournament coming in Brazil, and a lot of the big names wouldn't go there, so he changed some names in the selection. And on my position, they had also Wijnaldum, and he had also a good season, made 15 goals. I played at Heracles. I also made 15 goals, but it's Heracles or Feyenoord.
Yeah.
And he was a young, upcoming talent. And after that, Cameroon came.
And how was it wearing the jersey of Cameroon? Was it extra pressure since the whole country is looking at you then?
No, I didn't feel the pressure. I saw something, I felt something. I saw other players who resembled like me as well. So it was a really warm feeling.
Oh, amazing. And you have played in Europe for several clubs, but if you look then at moving to Qatar, right? How was it different playing in Qatar?
Yeah, it was very different because, there's no pressure. It's just playing for fun, for me at least, because the players over there, you had a lot of local players who couldn't play really well, and you had 4 foreigners. So it was fun, and it was a nice experience.
And during that time, did you already see that there was going to be this boom in the Middle East in terms of football? Were you already...
Yeah, I saw it because they would held the World Cup 2022. So they were building a lot of things, paying a lot of players, big names. So I saw it was already booming.
Amazing. And you played them for Shamal, but at
Yes.
that time you also had other friends or people that you knew from the Netherlands that were playing the club, right?
Yes, Said Boutahar played at the same club. So when they lost the player, he called me. So you need to come back. So he wanted to play with me. And in other clubs, you had Jawad Ahanach, Anwar Diba, Munir El Amdoui, and I think one more.
And having, let's say, the Dutch players closer to you, did you feel then more at home so far from the Netherlands, let's say, and Cameroon?
No, not really, because I am pretty easy with those kind of things.
Okay. Amazing. And yeah, we want to know what has been the favorite club you played for, or which one? Let me put it this way: you enjoy the most playing for.
In the youth academy, I played for AZ. As I told you before, that was the most fun part of my journey. Professional, the best years I had with Heracles. So I had a lot of fun over there. But I think I felt best at AZ because I felt very strong. I didn't get as much chances as I would have seen. But I was surrounded by my family and friends because I live in Alkmaar, and it was really fun.
Amazing. So now we will move a little bit more of the entrepreneur side of you, as we know. So from football career to, the business career. So you're the founder of Overtoom Enterprise, so a real estate firm. And we wanted to go, why did you go specifically into real estate?
Because at home and in school, they never taught me how to invest my money. So when I came at Heracles, we were forced to have some of the sponsors' evenings. And one of those sponsors, he invested in real estate. So I talked with him about real estate, and it really was something interesting for me. And after that evening, I did my own research and I tried. So that's why.
Yeah, because like say in real estate, you have different ways to invest, and you focus more on the renovation side of houses and apartments. Is there a specific reason why you went that way?
Yes, because it's the most profitable. How do you say this one?
Profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, profitable. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I like a challenge, and I like to renovate, and I think it's nice to do it that way.
Amazing. But that's not the only thing that you invest in, and you're busy within the business world. You're also the co-owner from Joyned Capital. To explain more, is like a financial platform to help athletes with investing, which I think is very cool. And also you teach them the financial literacy. Could you explain a little bit more from your side what Joyned Capital is?
So at first, Jason Esselboom, he contacted me. He told me about his business and if I wanted to invest in startups and so that's when I did my own research. I had some more meetings with Jason, and I really liked what he was doing. And he told me that he wanted to make this company very big for athletes to help them invest and to be able to invest the money in a good way, in a healthy way. So that's when I also told him that I wanted to invest in his company as well with some other players. So at this point, we just want to educate players how to invest and how to handle the money.
That's nice because, of course, you want to help the athletes, but it's also backed up by athletes, right? Which understands.
Yes. And if it's one thing I've learned from football, is that players talk with each other and they trust each other. So when an outsider comes and asks you if you want to invest with him, they say no. Except if another player has done it before, then it's more accessible.
Okay, and it's also for startups as well, because you also look at potential startups as well with Joyned Capital, and then
no, not potentials. It's companies who've been running between 1 to 5 years already.
Oh, all right. Okay. Yeah. So they can also reach out to Joyned Capital if they want to work and want to get, let's say, funds to be invested in. Yes. Oh, interesting. Very nice. And then it's very interesting to see, right? Because of course, I think when you start your football career, the focus is only on football, and then you don't actually know at the beginning already what's going to look like, and now you're in this business world that you want to help them. So that's
the thing is, when you're young, you don't think about your future. You just think, it's going to be all right, but you never know what happened during your career.
Yes. And do you feel also, another question that I thought is interesting, during your career, are the clubs helping the athletes, or is there more help probably needed, or does it have to come from yourself?
We think there's more help needed, and that's why we also are contacting club at the moment. So there are a few clubs we've spoken with, and we hope to educate those players as well.
Amazing. So all around, actually, athletes, clubs, that's the main goal. Yeah, that's great. And then the skills that you've acquired as a professional athlete. How did you transition that to your entrepreneurial career now, right?
Yeah, it's difficult because on day-to-day business, I don't really do that with Joyned Capital because you have Jason, Benji. It's Benji is the brother of Jeremiah St. Juste and Precious, who do a lot of good work. And in real estate is, I think a lot about what I'm doing, and I'm trying to learn from the mistakes I make. So that's a little bit likewise.
Yeah. But then if you look, let's say, okay, on Overtoom Enterprise, the resilience and hard work that you've needed during your career, this is
Yeah.
something probably you also use during your
Yeah, of course, not only hard but smart work.
yeah, as well. That's a good one. Amazing. And then if you reflect to your career, right, is there something you wished you've done differently? Maybe decision in football?
No, because I think a lot of things happen for a reason, and you have to learn from them, and that makes me the person I am today. So I wouldn't do anything different.
Okay, and if athletes, entrepreneurs are looking at you now, which advice would you give them, or how do you tell them to start? You know.
Um, I would say that even though you're young, you can already start investing in things because I always say Ajax or Z. I always take Ajax or Z for example because young players earn a lot already, and they like to spend things on Louis Vuitton, Chanel. But instead, they should buy their own house because if it doesn't work out at those clubs, then you have to go to the lower clubs and you make less money. And if everything's already there, then you're settled.
Yeah. So basically, it's more like to maintain the lifestyle also, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're earning less, you cannot spend the same,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you have a mindset already that you want to be spending this, and then it's gonna be difficult to adjust.
Yeah, exactly. So
but
you have to be smart about it, and that's why we are trying to create this community for athletes, so we can talk with each other about it.
That's amazing. Yeah, we're getting actually close to the final part of the interview. So thank you so much for sharing the insights. Very interesting. We wish you a lot of luck in your entrepreneurial career. But if people want to find you, of course, the legend they can find everywhere. But how can they find you? How can they reach out to you?
Insta or LinkedIn. I prefer LinkedIn because it's more business.
Amazing. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.